So it's been about 2 years since the Detroit Pistons went on a streak that they, quite frankly, would love to forget. It was a 28-game losing streak back in the 23-24 season, and if you will, everybody in the National Basketball Association at that point was looking forward to actually playing the Detroit Pistons. Well, those times have completely changed at this point, as the Pistons have now won 12 games in a row. They are 14-2 on the season, and they are no longer everybody's get-right game. They are a team that, quite frankly, a lot of other teams at this point are actually fearing. On this episode of the NBA Rundown, we're breaking down why the NBA officially has a real, and I do mean this, real CADE Cunningham and Jalen Duren problem, and why this duo might be the scariest young combo in basketball. But we begin with Boogie Cousins.
CADE is, he's making a case for himself as one of the top 5 PGs in the league right now. Obviously, they're the top team in the East. That's shown. This team is improving with each game. They're tough. They're full of grit. They're fearless. That's the biggest thing that stands out with this team. No matter who they face, they're just tough, man. And CADE's the head of the snake.
So I absolutely love the head of snake line. I wonder if CADE Cunningham actually likes it as well. My guess is everybody on this Detroit Pistons team would like to be called the head of the snake. I'm just saying. North America, I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on this 14-2 Detroit Pistons team. Just how good do you think they're going to actually be as the season goes on? Does this team actually have a legitimate chance of being the representatives of the Eastern Conference this year in the NBA Finals? Seriously, drop your comments in. I want to hear from you. New to the channel, this is the NBA Rundown. Daily news and commentary is what I provide to you. We are 2,500 plus subscribers in, so please go ahead and subscribe and, of course, like this video. So our main story tonight is really all about CADE Cunningham and Jalen Duren. And no disrespect to Azure Thompson or Denise Jenkins or Isaiah Stewart. We know Jaden Ivey's coming back. Karis LeVert has been an excellent addition to this team as well. Look, there are a significant amount of other players on this team that have made a significant difference for this Detroit Pistons team. In fact, there's been a couple games where CADE couldn't go, and same could be said for Jalen, and yet this Detroit Pistons team still found a way to win. But we're talking about a duo here, which is a little bit different than some of the other duos that we actually see in the NBA. This particular duo is one of a point guard that, quite frankly, is more like a small forward in one CADE Cunningham. And, of course, the dominance of Jalen Duren inside the paint, specifically on the offensive side of the ball. Duren, so far this season, is actually averaging over 11 rebounds a game, also has 20 points per game. Now, CADE Cunningham, on the other hand, is averaging over 27 points a game. And if we take a look at CADE Cunningham's career, you can just see the hockey stick actually start to develop. Now, in his rookie year, it was 17 points. The year after that, it was 19 points. And then it starts to really hockey stick up. 23 points, or almost 23 points, in that horrific season they had in 2023-24. And then in 24-25, he got it up to 26 points a game, and now he's up to 27. I'm just saying that CADE Cunningham, from a scoring perspective, is hockey sticking in the right direction. He's also averaging nearly 10 assists a game, so he's not actually being a ball hog at this point. He also brings down, and this is a small forward part of it all, he also brings down almost 6 rebounds a game. Watching the Pistons play is different than watching other teams play in the NBA from an offensive standpoint. It is a old school style offense that this team is actually running at this point, and it is actually a lot of fun to watch. Now, the others that I brought up a little bit earlier are certainly important in the makeup and success of this team. While Azur Thompson isn't thought about in the same light as his twin brother at this point, he certainly brings a lot of heart to the court when he does play. He has missed a handful of games so far, and I think once he gets through all of those injuries, we're going to see his scoring average go up a little bit more. But right now, he's actually averaging 12.6 points a game. He's actually bringing down almost 6 boards a game. And like his brother, he's also good at passing the ball, averaging nearly 3 assists a game. I think as he improves and as he's improved steadily in his first couple years in the league, this Detroit Pistons team has improved as well. Clearly, the coaching staff has done a fabulous job with this team finding the thing that actually motivates this team to actually play hard night in and night out. Statistically, when you start to look at the close games, those are the games that they actually lost during the 23-24 season. And last season, they actually started to actually win those games. They actually had a 30-game improvement last season from a win perspective over the 23-24 season. So seeing what we've seen out of this Detroit Pistons team to this point shouldn't be too surprising, but it is because they are actually blowing away the expectations of where we actually all thought this Pistons team would be at this point. Look, I thought this Pistons team through 16 games would actually be sitting at 8-8. And here they are at 14-2, and it's clear that everybody on the bench, everybody from the coaching staff down to the starters at this point have completely bought in to what that team and what the coaches are actually selling. Now, I'm not saying they're going to win the NBA title this year. I think they're a couple key pieces away at this point, and we know it's a long NBA season. But for a team to play as well as this Detroit Pistons team has played to this point says a lot about the players as well as the coaching staff. Look, love to know your thoughts and opinions on the Pistons at this point. Just how far do you think they can actually go this season with this particular team? Now, when you're looking at the Eastern Conference standings, and I'll just sort of leave you with this, who had the Pistons being in first place, followed by the Raptors being in second place, followed by the Heat being in third place, with the Cavs actually being in fourth place. I think at the start of the season, knowing that the Celtics were going to be hurt because Tatum wasn't playing and they lost a couple other key pieces to their team as well, a lot of us thought it was going to be the Cavs and Knicks sitting in first and second place at this point, with Orlando not far behind. The Knicks are in fifth place, and the Magic are currently in seventh place. In other words, the Eastern Conference is like the old Wild West at this point, and it's anybody's conference to win. But this Detroit Pistons team, who already has a 3-game lead, and yes, I don't want to be myopic, and yes, I know the season is just sort of getting started, but we're getting close to that quarter point of the season. And at this point, the NBA should be on notice that CADE Cunningham, Jalen Duren, and the rest of this Detroit Pistons team are absolutely for real. Go ahead and drop your comments in when you have a chance for the NBA Rundown. I'm Dave DeBaugh, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day.